welcome to my YouTube channel. You are joining with Accounting with Dylan Fernando YouTube channel. So please join with us to have comprehensive knowledge of accounting with our YouTube channel. So today we are going to discuss very critical point, very critical adjustment. Some students have misleaded or some students have so many doubts regarding accrued and prepayments. Students may have so many doubts about the accrued expenses and prepayments or advance receipts, how they can use these adjustments and ask the double entries through the general journal, how to write down the double entries for these four adjustments. I will name these adjustment as 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first adjustment. This is the second adjustment. This is the third adjustment, and this is the fourth adjustment. So today we are going to discuss these four adjustments under accrued and prepayments. First, we can categorize accrued part into two categories and prepayments also into two categories. When it comes to accrued part, the two categories are as follows. Accrued expenses you can categorize, then you can categorize accrued income. When it comes to prepayments or advance receipts, you can categorize prepaid expenses and advance receipts of income. So these are the four adjustments. So many students write down incorrectly or they are misleaded. How to write down? They have so many doubts. How to memorize these four adjustments? So today we are going to discuss these four adjustments and the easy method, easy module you have been developed. This simple module, I have explained what are the elements these components are relevant to. Therefore, I can categorize accrued expenses as liabilities. Accrued expenses as liabilities. Then accrued income as assets. Accrued income as assets. Then when it comes to prepaid expenses can be classified as assets. And when it comes to advance receipts also can be classified under liabilities. Right. So in this case, these two are assets and these two are liabilities. Let's identify how to write down double entries for these four adjustments. First adjustment is accrued expenses. How to write down the double entry for accrued expenses? Accrued expenses double entry. You know single entry now because this is a liability. Relevant accrued expense account should be credited. Therefore, I will write down first entry. What is that first entry? Relevant accrued expense account. Relevant accrued expense account should be credit. So what should be debit? You have to debit your expense account. Relevant expense account should be debit and relevant accrued expense account should be credit. Why we debit to relevant expense account? Because according to periodic concept and accrual basis concept, the income should be recognized if it is earned within the financial year and expenses should be recognized within the financial year if it is incurred. According to those two concepts, you have to identify accrued expenses for the financial year as accrued expenses. Therefore, even though you have paid or not, you have to identify relevant expense for the accounting period. Therefore, expense increase debit, relevant expense account debit, and relevant accrued expense account credit. Why? Because it is a liability. So this is the first double entry relevant to first adjustment. This is the double entry applicable for accrued expenses. Relevant expense account debit, relevant expense account debit, relevant accrued expense account should be credited. When it comes to accrued income, I will focus this one because these two are similar. This is also liability, this is also liability. Therefore, I know the credit entry. In this case, I know the credit entry. What is the credit entry? Relevant advance income account credit. Relevant income account, relevant advance income account should be credit. Then what should be debit? You have to debit relevant income account. Relevant income account. Relevant income account should be debit. This is the double entry for advance receipt of income. This is the double entry for advance receipt of income. Relevant income account debit, relevant advance income account credit. Why we credit relevant advance account? Because this is a liability. Liability increase credit. Why we debit to relevant income account? Because this income is not relevant for this particular accounting period. This is applicable for next accounting period. But in this case, relevant income account debit. Why? Because this income is not relevant for this particular period. Because this is not earned. This income is not earned within the accounting period. Therefore, relevant income account debit, we remove the income from income account. We remove the advance income from the income account. Accrued income double entry. The double entry relevant for accrued income and the double entry for paid expenses. Since these two are asset categorization, the relevant double entry, you can have the single entry because these two are assets. Since these two are assets, there is a single entry. You can identify already single entry is there. Yes, you are visible one single entry in the double entry because accrued income and prepaid expenses are assets. Therefore, you can write down the double entry for these two. Relevant accrued income account debit, relevant accrued income account debit, relevant accrued income account and relevant income account credit. Relevant income account credit. Relevant accrued income account debit and relevant income account credit. Relevant income account credit. Why we debit to relevant accrued income account? Since this is an asset. Asset increase debit. Why we credit to relevant income account? Because this income has been earned within the particular accounting period. Therefore, this income you can identify it as relevant income or as an income. So income increase credit. When it comes to prepaid expenses means you have been paid. You are paid more than the requirement of the accounting period, right? Therefore, one entry is visible. What is that visible entry? Relevant prepaid expense account debit. Relevant prepaid expense account. Relevant prepaid expense account debit and expense account credit. In this case, we debit to relevant prepaid expense account and we credit to expense account. Why? Why we credit to expense account? Because expense is not incurred within this accounting period. This is applicable for another accounting period, coming accounting period. Therefore, this expense is not relevant for this accounting period. So we have to remove it from the accounts. So what you have to do, you have to credit to your expense account. So these are the 4 double entries that you can identify for accrued and prepaid.